Okay, let's go into the basis of what a of neurobasing. So I'll show this in Serum, Massive. Got Massive working now too. So Massive and what? Okay. And then Harmer. I don't know where Harmer went. Oops. Okay, not gonna show it in Harmer, even though it's the best one for making neurobasses. So I'm just going to use these ones then. I'll start with Massive. So in Massive, basically, what creates a good neurobass is like phase cancellation is the fancy word for it. So you get phase cancellation from like a supersaw. So like if you're to make a supersaw in here, it's not really, I guess I gotta fix it. Like that's a supersaw more or less. You hear all the high end stuff. It's like moving fairly fast. That's because like the phase cancellation is why they move fast like that. And so the phase cancellation is what makes things move in the top end. So this actually applies to low. Oops. It applies to this stuff too, right here. So if I were to do this, so I just have a saw wave, and I'm just using this. I have to have my arm weird because my keyboard's here. And so basically, you can do this, and then you can come and find restart via gate. Yeah, you can do stuff like this, right? Then you can go ahead and change. This is usually how I like to do mine. Then you could like load it up with Bronner. Helps if you have another one detuned by like 25 and you play it with it. Bit too many voices, maybe like 2. But you can make stuff like that and you can band pass it. Or notch it, maybe double notch. If you could find that good place, or maybe not, you can't. There's lots of things you can do to it. You can comb, maybe, but you can do a bunch of things to it because we're going on Neurobass, right? So basically, it's just about that phase cancellation that we've gotten ish, and then we can, like, I don't know, add some reverb here. And what's really gonna sell your thingy here is your pitch bend. There's too much room. The saw might sound better. You detune it some more, maybe? Maybe we can get away with like 2.5. Let's see here. No, you can't. We'll just get away with like 50 or like 45 or something. You can do stuff like that and then maybe phase. You make like all kinds of Reeses. Which makes it, that kind of makes it sound ridiculous, but yeah, or like add some white noise here to bring out some more of that like crap. Hard clip. And then maybe if I could find some sort of glide here and mono myself. Let's see if I can figure this out. Something like you gotta find. I can't get that mono rate. Trying to find that like glide. Okay, here we go. This seems to be the glide here. Nothing crazy, of course. I wish this would tell me a number of sorts. Yeah, okay, something like that then. And then you maybe add some vibrato? You can key track it with macro here, like the rate. I don't know. You can do crap to everything, like maybe. Like the mid stuff's kind of important here. Right? And then I'll show you how to make a Neurobass sub, how I make my Neurobass subs. So I'll basically make another massive. What I like to do is I like to get a sine, and I like to get a square. Square, sine, and then basically just ram them together with like distortion, like. Kind of like this. And then I'll come into the devices and then add an EQ, and I'll basically get rid of this junk down here at 200, so we have and then I like to add glide and stuff to my things as well here. Like that. And then I will do all the bass stuff. But so that's how I would make a sub for that. So like we'll just name these here sub and then Neurobass. So and then in Serum, this is how I like to do it right here. You got this option. You can make stuff there, and then you can like phaser it. I like to put a little bit of hyper, and then you just crush it with distortion. You can OTT it like real quick. Reverb it. Maybe add some like nice. You know where this porta has to be at like 80 for some good effects. That's not 80, it's 800. What? 0.8. Is it not at 80 right now? No, it's at 1. 80 is a good spot. Basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So you can do stuff to it like that, add some delay or something. For like cool fills or whatever. You could do phasers and flangers, they usually work nice. stuff like that. And then you can process it outside of it too with more stuff. Like I like to use Saturn, and then I usually try to see what another OTT will do. I'll do this to the other bass as well, so you can see. It's just about that harmonic movement, like regardless. So basically, getting the pitch difference between two oscillators is important. Or in this one, just like you can use voicing to get like that thick sound, and then you can work from there to make all your stuff, because it doesn't necessarily have to be pitch difference to make the cancellation be like types of unison. And then, what's good stuff to add? Like NB, some filtering. What? Hang on, close all these windows. Some filtering, some compressing, and Vocodex is always good. Just can't use it on my Mac, which is unfortunate. Beep, beep, beep. And then, like, you can take out the dirty stuff. We'll figure out where that is in a second. But right away, we'll just get this going. This Vocodex going. Oops, what am I doing? I thought I clicked this. Let's try again. Ow. I heard people saying, who I'm friends with, oh, I don't like reverb or whatever, which doesn't make any sense to me, but reverb's very, very key for mixing everything, especially basses. Fab filter is really good for finding those sounds you don't want. See all this movement? That's what I'm talking about. And you see it speeds up when you go higher pitch. That's kind of what a... We'll be back in a moment. Alright, I just had a call from my grandpa. So we're back to making this bass. I don't know what it's going to sound like because I was making it the whole time I was talking. Which means it's probably not going to sound like I might think it will. Basically just doing some funky stuff with some LFOs here and filter movements, because that's what you do when you make bass sounds like this, especially YouTube. Okay. You just make weird sounds like this and hook them up to everything that you can find. Usually works out pretty nicely. So we're going to do that then. So you have two LFOs here. I have a filter like this, and then a filter like that. And we'll see where that gets us. This should add some vowels to it. So, and then I've... Okay, that's more or less where I thought it was going to end up. In case you're wondering, I'm just kind of messing around with the stereo properties of this bass. Trying to make it sound like wide, basically. So that's what's up with that. And then this is what it sounded like originally. And then we could always cut stuff out of it as well. So you didn't actually really compress it yet. That'd probably help a bit here. If we can press this. And then we want to cut some low end here. In the mid. Or in both dimensions. Or both spectrums. Like that. And what we do is we now do the two with the thing in the, like this. Like that. We could even try taking what we just made and adding it to this one as well. I went a little overkill with my phasers here is all, so basically I'll just oops, and then process to make these things sound good. Right, and then you got them. And so I have all this movement, stereo, reverb, all the stuff I did, basically here in this thingamadoodad. And, like, this is what makes the sound. It gets pretty large, and you probably have to view it over here to, like, effectively do it. Because you can move down the list here, like, easily. Like that. If you opened up everything. Yeah. I'm just not a fan of sliding, so you can always select things from this list here, because this list will go, like, really long. I don't know how long it will go. The list will take you very long, if required, so that's good. Will it, like, bring me to things if I double-click? Yeah, I'll slide around if you double-click and stuff, and you can find everything you need. So we made this, and this. And then this is our bass. So yeah, use that in a sound. And you might think, oh, it doesn't have a lot of high end. Wow, that's so dumb. That's going to be exactly what you're going to think to yourself. Well, then I'm basically just going to be like, no, it's not though. It is not that dumb. And then you'll be like, oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to close that, and then I'm going to come here. Looking for some... But basically, this would be sidechain better than like an actual project. But yeah, that's neurobassing right there. And that's I guess how you do it and use it. Neurobassing is just about the movement of the harmonics, and I feel like this tutorial took forever. But that's fine because I can just cut it. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.